I do have a different appreciation of life now because it's so fragile. And you can take one step outside your door and your whole life changes.
On a bright spring afternoon, Jim Kilgore took that one step onto his deck from their second-floor master bedroom. Many of Jim's neighbors were out on their decks, awaiting a military flyover commemorating the service of medical personnel treating COVID patients. This is the Kilgore story.
For some reason, he took one step and it just collapsed.
I was out on my back deck. We were looking for the flyover. It was supposed to happen, and we heard a crash. And so my wife and I ran over the edge of the deck, and that's where we noticed that the deck had fallen and Jim was laying on the concrete in the back porch.
We looked over the edge of our deck, saw Jim laying there on the ground, and tried to yell towards him, no response. So we both just ran down the stairs of our deck and just ran to his side.
He was unresponsive, and so started CPR, and I was able to clear his airway before the paramedics showed up.
So I heard Justin screaming out to his wife, non-responsive, beginning compressions, and she started counting. So I thought, he's down there dead, and I'm gonna have to go tell my kids. The emergency room wouldn't let us in. So we stood out in the parking lot, I think about 4 hours before we even knew whether he was dead or alive. Finally, a nicer nurse or whoever was at the desk, the second time I asked, she let me go back. The first one said, no, we can't have any visitors. So I got to go back and I talked to him for about 5 minutes, and then I had to go out. And then, all he said was, I'm not gonna be able to play softball again. The break in his neck, he had 4 breaks in his lower back, and he had 5 broken ribs.
After 10 days and a surgery on his back to relieve pain, Jim was released to begin his rehabilitation from home.
When I got home, I felt like I was really in rough shape. It was hard to move, hard to get up. Everything was so new to me because I never had this type of experience before being injured.
Wait, he's coming home? Because he couldn't even walk to the bathroom. And I'm thinking just selfishly, like, I'm not a nurse. I can't do that. I can't bathe him, and he weighs so much. I can't bathe him, take him to the bathroom, put him in bed. I can't do that. So I panicked. I was terrified. So I called TERRI Goddard and I said, is the Whole Person where you work? And she said, yes. I said, do you recommend them to do home health care? And she said, yes, I'll make sure you get the best people. And we did. We got the best people.
When they come home from the home, we can bridge that gap from what happened at the hospital to bringing it home and taking care of him and getting good outcomes. So he needed occupational therapy, physical therapy, nursing.
And I would review home exercise programs, kind of expectations that I had for her outside of, our treatment sessions, just to kind of put her at ease and make sure that she was on board and, our plan of care was progressing to her expectation, but also his as well.
Looking at it from a whole person standpoint, because you're not just dealing with the family, you're dealing with the patient and the family as a whole. And being able to provide them with the tools that they need and the support is very important.
So now he's living an independent life. He got stronger, he exercised, he got back to his prior self.
Wonderful, and seeing Jim up and about is amazing. He tried to mow my lawn the month after he got back, so.
The Whole Person helped me tremendously, specifically with Angela, my nurse, and Karen, my physical therapist. When they came, they helped me with pains, they helped me with movement, they helped me get stronger, they helped me get more steady, just basic things like walking. And I actually look forward to them coming every day.
It's truly a blessing when you get to wake up and go to work every day and know that the work that your agency's doing makes a difference in people's lives all over the community.
The whole person matters because they operate from heart. You know, they don't just operate as a corporation or, you know, it's business decisions based on, you know, payers, but it's really what the patient needs and how to make the community better. They're very, very, very centered on how to make Kansas City and the residents better.
I'm just grateful to the whole person for making him a whole person. He's recovered, and people can't even believe that he 2 months ago was laying in a hospital like this.